Did you know that 97% of the world's population doesn't give any thoughtful consideration to designing their future, much less charting a proper course to help get them in that direction? People today are more disciplined about planning their next vacation than they are planning their life. They're more disciplined when it comes to making a list of groceries than they are their list of goals. Yet there is great power whenever we bring something into focus. Think about all of the light that is in the room that you're sitting in at this moment. Diffused light has no power, but if you can take all of that light and focus it into a single beam, it can cut through steel. Nothing has power until it is brought into focus. So if you want to succeed at anything, you have to be focused. You'll never hit the bullseye if you're aiming at multiple targets. If you try to chase two rabbits at the same time, both of them are going to escape. So in my book, The 5 Essentials of Life, I talk about the focus formula, using that word focus as an acrostic, F-O-C-U-S. Letter F stands for this: you feed your focus by starving your distractions. Distraction is becoming the norm. So ask yourself, what are the things that you're most distracted by? For me, it was getting email notifications in the upper right-hand corner of my desktop screen that was really starting to limit my productivity. Maybe it's unnecessary notifications on your phone, or maybe you're in an office environment that's limiting your ability to get things done. You always starve your distractions, you feed your focus. Letter O stands for this: observe the outcome, not the obstacle. If I were to put a 2x4 board on the grass and ask you to walk across it, you could easily do that, right? Anybody could do that because we would be focused on the board. But what if I took that same 2x4 and I put it 10 stories up high, stretched it between two buildings? Could you walk across that board? That changes things, doesn't it? You see, it's hard to focus on the board because you're focused on your fear of falling, right? We need to learn to become laser focused on our goals and not be distracted by all the obstacles or all the fears of the unknown. So you concentrate on the 2x4. You take one step at a time. You focus on the outcome, not the obstacle. Letter C stands for this: you channel all of your energy towards only 2 or 3 objectives. It's so easy for us to take our eyes off the ball if we don't even know where the ball is. Most people have never really defined their mission. Like, what is it that you're really trying to accomplish? Researchers have often debated the maximum number of items that we can be working on at any given moment. Our conscious mind has what's called this working memory. And a new study puts the limit at 3, possibly 4 items maximum. Working memory relates to all the information we can pay attention to and manipulate. So ultimately, trying to work simultaneously on more than 3 or 4 projects at a time is going to drastically limit your ability to focus and get things done. Letter U stands for this: uphold your ability to say no. Sometimes what you don't do is just as important as what you do. Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, he said, people think that focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on. But that's not what it means at all. He says it means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that are there. You have to pick carefully. I'm actually proud of the things we haven't done as the things that we have done. We have to learn to do less with more focus. Remember that if you don't prioritize your life, somebody else will do it for you. Greg McCown, he's the author of the book Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less. He said we can either make our choices deliberately or allow other people's agendas to control our lives. So if something isn't a clear yes, then it should be an automatic no. Do less with more focus. And letter S, stop managing your time and start managing your focus. One of the things that I've learned to do that has really accelerated my focus and my productivity is to use a technique called batching. I take my to-do list and I put it on my calendar. So if my goal is to write a book, I'll block out maybe a solid hour for writing. I don't necessarily set goals for how many words I want to write. I just devote a solid hour where I am fully present, free of distractions, to write. So let me leave you with this thought. Where focus goes, energy flows. Whatever we focus on grows and expands in our lives.